to watch the spectrum of your career has been really amazing. And I think probably you're one of the most underrated heels.
Thank you. That's very kind.
No, the
You've
underrated
actually said
heels
that.
of all these generations. I mean, you were so good when you got that opportunity, and that JBL thing was. I know I enjoyed working with you.
I had so much fun. I had so much fun. We worked. You and I worked so many times together because you were a top baby face. So you closed so many shows, and I got to be out there with you. But it was so fun, just to be out there. I got to work with Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer. I got to work with Eddie. I got to work with Booker. I worked with Kurt. I worked with Big Show. I worked with you. I mean, I got to work. The guys I worked with were just incredible. When I first did the thing with Eddie, Vince called me and said, "Hey, you want to do this JBL character?" And I saw it kind of as a J.R. Ewing type character. That's how I saw it. I've heard Vince ask about that. He doesn't see it like that at all. And I don't know what he ever saw it as. I never asked him, but he didn't see it that way. And I'm not sure what he saw it as. But when I first started doing it, it wasn't working. And we weren't selling tickets at the Staples Center. And that's when Chavo, Eddie's brother, not his nephew, came up with the idea of the heart attack angle with his mother, in El Paso. And I knew that if we could pull that off, that was going to be it. And man, you talk about heat, man.
Well, I can't even imagine.
And
'Cause-
especially for the time period.
Yeah.
Like we're not in that era where there were a lot of jumpers anymore, or
That's
people
right.
really. I mean, yeah, you could get booed, but to get that kind of heat,
Yeah.
that was.
I had to have a police escort out of
Yes.
town. They took me all the way to the edge of city limits and told me, "Do not come back. We think you will be killed."
Yeah.
Killed. I mean, the police took me to the edge of town. It's sometimes funny when I hear people talk about getting heat now. No offense, but
no, that was heat.
That's
what
different.
year is that? That's 2000.
2003 or 4.
I think
four.
it's 4, and only because I came in 4, and I remember you going from Bradshaw to the JBL character.
Yeah. When his mom went down, I wish I had that like surround sound and like one of these great theaters where you had the whole picture around you, because I wish people could feel what I felt.
Yeah.
Because we did the angle where Eddie had beat me in the match, and they're going to honor Gory Guerrero. Who's a legend there in El Paso. And Miss Guerrero comes out, they're all chanting, "Gory, Gory." And I come out, the bad guy, and hit Eddie over the head with the belt or something. And then I grab the mother. But what I do is I put my hand on her shoulder so she can take a bump. It looks like I'm manhandling her, but that's Miss Guerrero. And there's like 5 Guerrero brothers in the back. I'm gonna make
what I was
sure
gonna ask.
I'm gonna make sure Miss Guerrero is safe. So I put my hand on her shoulder. She grabs my hand. That way I can guide her down. But it looks like I'm manhandling her. And when she goes down, that whole place got, deathly silent. Deathly silent. And Eddie's on the ground, and he goes, "S.A., you better get the out of here." And I'm sitting there, and I'm arm's length from his mom, and I thought, this woman's had a heart attack. She was like, there's not a girl that can't work.
Right.
And I'm sitting there, and the security, we had extra state troopers, we had cops, we had all kinds of people around the arena. We had to get it filmed, though. They're going, "John, get out of here. This place is about to riot. But we got to get it on camera." And
True
there's
professional.
There's no sense of any of it if you don't get it on
if you
camera.
don't have footage.
You got to get it
Yeah.
on camera. And I'm sitting there thinking, if I live through this, I'm the hottest heel in the world. That's literally what I'm thinking.
And you were.
Fortunately, all because of Eddie. And when I got to the back, that place was bubbling. If I'd have stayed there another minute, that place would have absolutely 100% rioted. And they got me police escort straight out of the parking lot, straight to the city limit sign. They made me drive all the way to Odessa to fly out. They wouldn't even let me stay in El Paso. Years later, before Eddie passed away, so it wasn't years, a year or two later, they were in El Paso. They wouldn't book me there because they thought it wasn't safe for me to go to back to the town.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Jeez.
So I'm sitting there, and the video hadn't come out yet. And when it came out, everything changed. We were in San Bernardino, and I was walking to the ring, and a fan jumped the rail as soon as I walked out. And I thought, God, we got him.
We got him.
we got him. And Eddie was in the ring, goes, "Good heat, S.A., good heat."
Yeah.
And Little Hebner's the one that got him. That boy turned into Pat McAfee, almost punted that guy's head off. Oh my God, did he give him? You want to be out there and you'll be safe. Get a Hebner in the ring with you.
Yeah.
Them
Oh,
boys will fight.
They will
But
fight till the end.
Eddie, it's funny because I was out there with Eddie, and Eddie goes, "That motherfucker messing up our match." And I go, "Eddie, people aren't going to understand the babyface beating up the fan. Let me get him." Okay? And Eddie goes, "I'm going to kill him." I go, "Eddie, seriously, let me get him. They're not going to understand. There's
Yeah.
like this place is 100% Latino. They're
Yes.
all here to see you. If you beat up the Latino, it's going to kind of send things.
Kill the mood a little bit here.
Kill the mood just a little bit. And then by the time I turned around, Hebner had punted this guy's head off. I mean, just absolutely.
funny.
So then this is the best part. I got the microphone. I said, there ain't no security out here. Any other of you Mexicans want to jump that rail, just come on over. I'll fight every one of you. It takes me 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
And Hebner looked at me. He goes, we're the only white guys in here. Would you shut the And Eddie's going, good heat essay, good heat essay. Security comes running back, like sprinting back, like, oh my God, he's done it again. Like, we're going to save him.
I'm like, will you shut
was
up?
great.
Will you
Oh
shut up?
man, yeah,
Were you-
that kind of heat. Oh man,
Were you nervous doing that with Miss Guerrero? Because I mean, you have to know a little bit. Like, this is going to be.
No, I wasn't. You know, she was so good. And she had obviously been in the business her whole life.
Yeah.
And I knew I could take care of her because I knew how
Sure.
I was going to grab her. I knew she was going to hold my arm. But once she grabbed my wrist, I knew she was safe.
Right.
And I knew I could guide her down. You know, she's 70-something years old. I was going to make sure she wasn't going to be hurt.
Right.
And I thought she'd be fine.
Yeah, not in that regard. Just it being the
Oh, that's what I was
Guerreros. But like,
asking.
I mean, I figured, yeah, not in that regard. 1,000% had no doubt about that. But just like, if Chavo was there, I'm sure he's instigating something.
Oh my God!
I'm
This
sure
is the
that-
best story. This is the best story. So, oh my God! So we're
That's what I
backstage.
meant, sorry.
We're backstage when they're pitching this. Okay, so Chavo's pitching this, and I think Chavo did the same type thing with Roddy Piper back in the Coliseum with Gordy Guerrero and a donkey. Back in like 75, they brought a donkey out, and he's going to apologize to the Guerrero family. He brought a donkey out.
Oh, nice.
He didn't tell Chavo he was bringing a donkey out. That was got a fight backstage about it. Anyway, they were selling out arena after arena, and I think that's where Chavo got the idea. I really think that's where it came from. But Chavo's pitching the idea to me. And I don't know if this was Eddie's idea or Chavo's idea, but Chavo's the one pitching the idea to me backstage about this angle with his mom and all this stuff, with the heart attack angle and stuff. And so he goes, hey, and then maybe mom can take a bump. And Eddie goes, Chavo, our mom's 70-something years old. She's not taking a bump. And now Chavo knows he has him. They've been fighting since they were kids.
Right.
And he goes, no, but he goes, Big John knows how to work, man. He can just like hit her with a little clothesline or something. And Eddie, you know, he knows Chavo's working him. He goes, Chavo, our mom is not taking a bump. John's not touching him. He goes, how about just a big boot, and she can get her hand up. And he goes, Chavo, shut up. It's not funny. And he goes, okay, look, he'll take her down, maybe just a little punch. She gets a little color. And now Eddie gets up to fight. He gets up to fight his brother. I'm backstage with two Guerreros about to be in a brother fight, like a Thanksgiving Day freaking fight. And I'm like, what do I do now? I know they're going to both turn on me at some point. I know they are. And I'm like, what? Guys, please don't do this.
Oh my goodness.
Funny. That's classic.
Yeah.
Chavo.
But yeah, that was Chavo.
That's what I
He
meant,
had
yeah,
Eddie
exactly.
hook, line, and sinker, and Eddie stood up to fight him, and I'm the only one back there. I'm going, you got to be
What are you
kidding
gonna
me. I was like, one time I was riding with Dick Murdoch, and he was pitching Black Bart on the nipples, and he kept just pinching him, driving down the road. And he kept singing Take Me Drunk, I'm Home, which was a song he said him and Dusty wrote. It was the worst song you ever heard. And he was singing this down thing, and Bart finally says, all right. He goes, let me tell you something, Murdoch. He goes, we're buddies. He goes, but you find a patch of green grass, and I'm going to teach you a lesson. And Dick Murdoch says, you want to fight me, you fat? And Bart goes, Dickie, that's what I said. He said, we're going to fight, then we're going to shake hands. But we're going to fight first. So Dick says, you want me to pull over? Bart goes, Dickie, that's what I just said. You find a patch of green grass, and we're going to fight. So Dick pulls over, and I'm in the back seat. I just started in the business. I'm like, what do I do now? I got these two legends that both they're huge. And but what do I do? Do I break it up? Do I pick a side? I'm like, what do I do? So he pulls over. Bart gets out. Dick drives off and leaves him. I'm like, what?
Oh god.
And I'm in the back seat, and Dick didn't say another word. He just kept singing, "Take Me Drunk, I'm Home."
Jeez.
That's so funny.